Hey, what's up guys, and today may be a little bit of a longer recording for the review, but because I kind of went in depth, I took down some notes while I was watching matches, so yeah, but I wasn't able to record the past few days, Wednesday and Thursday, because Thursday I'm trying to find something new, because I don't want to do back-to-back talk shows, and I don't want to do it Minecraft talk show, just because, I don't know. So I'm trying to find something new for that. And then I was gonna do it Minecraft on Thursday, but I had the Survivor finale, I had tribute to the troops, and just like school stuff and crap. But next week I have a 2-hour early dismissal Thursday, and hopefully my teachers don't hate me and will not give me homework. So hopefully the whole week and then the following weeks I'll be able to like upload. Sunday, however, which is usually PC Sunday, but I'm changing to Xbox Sunday, will probably be on Saturday because well, actually I may not be there at all because Saturday is Christmas Eve and then Sunday is Christmas. But anyways, let's just jump right into the review because I don't want to waste any more time, and I want to get this done because I don't want to have just a long thing of me just talking. Anyways, so the Raw opens up and the New Day comes out, and it's going to be the triple threat tag team match that was promised last week: Anderson and Gallows versus New Day and Cesaro. And when they first come out, you know, everything's going good, and then like blah 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 blah, they come out, and then when Sheamus got in, it seems like he is a face now. Like, I know people still boo him and stuff, but like the way he's going in the ring, I'm not sure it's just because they're doing like, oh, they're a united tag team, so they're gonna work well together, but it looks like he is face now. I'm not really sure about that, but so basically the whole match, it just, they were beating up the New Day. I mean, that's really like, yeah, they were basically just beating the crap out of the New Day, and then they were able to get the tag, got out Gallows and Anderson, and it was basically Cesaro versus the New Day. But one thing before I say that is, I don't know if people pick up on this, probably, but Michael Cole. So there was a combo move that Gallows and Anderson went for. It was Gallows did a belly to back, and then Carl Anderson did a neck breaker, and he just says double team, and I don't know why, but this just pisses me off so much. Just like, you're an announcer, you know these things do, right? But so Gallows and Anderson are taking on the equation, and Big E was too. So he's just beating up Kofi, and then freaking Cesaro puts him on the rope, and he goes on a roll. He does this, what he called the Swiss 19. He did a cannonball, he did a double stomp, and then he went back up and did a crossbody to Kofi. It was like he did Swiss 19 to Kofi, a cannonball to Anderson, double stomp to Gallows, and then he went back up on the ring and did a crossbody. It was pretty good. It was probably one of Cesaro's best matches. And the coolest part is Anderson got back in. Actually, maybe it was Anderson that was in there in the first place. And Cesaro like did like a bear hug to him, and then Sheamus freaking brogue kicked him. So I guess that's their finisher, and that it was pretty nice. I really like it. But someone broke it up, and then Kofi tagged in secretly, hit Sheamus with a Trouble in Paradise, and then Big E held Cesaro, and then they retained. And then next they went to go to celebrate, and then Xavier tried to open a champagne bottle, and it got over Stephanie McMahon. And then Kevin Owens requested, like later, he said we should put them back in a title match. And so at that moment it was set up Cacao versus New Day. Strowman versus Curtis. I'm going to do this in chronological order. At least I hope it is. So it was Strowman versus Curtis Axel, and Strowman did this amazing wheelbarrow facebuster. That was pretty cool. He's just getting new stuff. I think it's pretty nice. Sami Zayn segment in the back. He kept asking for a match with Braun Strowman, and Mick Foley said no. And Sami Zayn said he wanted to go to SmackDown, so he talked quote unquote to Daniel Bryan about a trade. Then it went to Lindsay Dorado versus Ariya Daivari, and the thing that sucks is there's still like dead crowds for some of these matches, but some of them are good. Probably one of the coolest parts is Jack Gallagher came out. He got a pretty decent pop. I mean, it was pretty nice. And then he's basically just walking out to the ring, and he's like, "It wouldn't be gentlemanly like to attack you without knowing." And he basically says, "I'm gonna attack you," and then just goes in and attacks Daivari. That was pretty funny. And then I think that was commercial, and then the Rollins report. There's probably commercials in the past. I'm just not gonna say commercial, but it's the Rollins report, and Rollins comes out. He's like, "I want Triple H," which we all know that's going to most likely happen at WrestleMania. So it'll be a pretty cool match. Hopefully Rollins will not use the pedigree, like he'll use a new move like a Phoenix Splash, or they'll let him use the curb stomp again. So KO, he comes out and he's about to walk out of the ring, and he goes in the back and grabs a chair, and he's sitting like on the ramp so he doesn't have to go in with Seth Rollins. And then he says there's going to be another tag team match, and it's going to be Jericho and Owens taking on the New Day. And then later Jericho comes out, and they're all talking. And the cool thing is, Jericho said he's going to put him on the list. And he goes, picks up the list, and then he puts it down, and he says, "I'm not going to put you on the list. I'm going to put you on the medical list." That was pretty good. And then they go out, beat him up, and then out comes Roman Reigns. And then he got involved. Then it was Brian Kendrick versus TJ Perkins. And Kendrick basically dominated the most of the match. I mean, Perkins had some points where he was there, but it was basically Kendrick. And then he hit sliced bread number 2, and then that was it. And then it went to a backstage segment, and Mick Foley announced that it will be another triple threat for the tag team titles: Roman and Rollins, the New Day, and Jericho. Then it was Bayley versus Alicia Fox, and it's like a stupid feud over Cedric Alexander. Bayley won with a Bayley to belly. Rusev, he comes out and he says they're going to show what happened behind closed doors, him and Lana. And he's basically just building up to make sure, like, pretend like they actually recorded it, but they just show what happened last week, and then that was it. And then Big Cass comes out, and they were brawling, and Cass just kept freaking hitting him right in the back. And then Rusev shoved him into the post, and then he ran, but then Cass went back in the ring, and he's still standing up. So that is at Roadblock. I will do my Roadblock predictions at the end of all of this. Sami Zayn versus Jinder Mahal. He won with a haluva kick. After the match, Mick Foley says that he can be traded, and this was probably one of the best parts of the night. He said, "You will be traded for an equal talent to SmackDown," and he says that talent is Eva Marie. That was hilarious. And then basically, Foley just said there wasn't a trade. He wanted to get the passion out of Sami Zayn because he was like, "I'm worth 1,000 Eva Maries," whatever, and they were basically just yelling at each other. I don't know when it said Emma premiering soon, but I wrote this at the bottom under my predictions. Emma suffered a minor fractured knee, and she's going to miss 4 to 6 weeks of action, which means she will debut January 9th of Raw, January 16th of Raw, or the January 23rd of Monday Night Raw, based on 4 to 6 weeks. But because it's minor, it'll probably be the 9th or the 16th. That's just what I think. And then the tag team title match number 2. It was Xavier instead of Kofi. Jericho, they were dominating the whole time. Big E came back. and then Roman came back, and then it was just basically Rollins and Jericho. Rollins was basically just taking out everybody. Rollins threw Owens. What was going on? Jericho did a lion salt or a code breaker to someone. Pretty sure it was Xavier, and then he had him pinned, and Kevin Owens was keeping him back. Rollins shoved Kevin Owens into Chris Jericho. And then they were arguing. Rollins pedigree Jericho. Oh, what is this here? Oh, it was right before a commercial. It was Jericho. They were about to go for a double suplex. Rollins goes up, and then Jericho is gonna suplex one, and Owens is gonna suplex another, and then Big E and Roman come over, and it was a power bomb superplex. It was pretty nice. I'm surprised nobody messed up there. If they did, that would have been horrible. Basically the ending was Rollins pedigreed Jericho, and then Xavier Woods and Jericho were still in the ring. Xavier Woods puts his arm over Chris Jericho, and then that was it. And then afterwards, Jericho walked out, and Roman's in the corner, and Jericho says, "You should probably turn around," and he looks over, and then he gets speared, and then Roman holds up the 2 titles. Again, my predictions for Roadblock will be at the end, but let's jump right into SmackDown. Alright, so here comes SmackDown N205. Shows open up with Miz TV. It's going to be with AJ Styles, and then basically they're just complimenting each other. And then AJ Styles says there's nobody that's on the same level as him, and then Miz says he's on a higher level, so I thought it was going to be a possible feud in the future, but based on what happened later, we're probably far away. As soon as they're about to brawl, Ambrose comes out, and then they both go on the apron, and then Dolph comes out. Miz comes in, pokes Dolph's eye, skull-crushing finale, and then Ambrose does dirty deeds to the Miz, and then AJ Styles starts walking away, and then he looks back and dirty deeds Ziggler. And then they got the Wyatts had this new intro thing, and out of nowhere Harper pops up, spinning discus clothesline to Ambrose, and then he's just like pointing at AJ Styles, so you know he's coming for the title. And then next it was Natalya versus Carmella. Nikki was on announced. Before the match, Natalya tries to say that it wasn't her that attacked her at Survivor Series, so I'm not sure if she's face, but she's like acting like it, like she's trying to, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on between that. And then Carmella's dominating. Natalya comes back, and then she looks back, tries to apologize to Nikki. Nikki's not listening. And then Carmella rolls her up. 1, 2, 3. Well, fun. Okay. Sorry. Next was a tag team battle royal. It was the Vaudevillains, American Alpha, Breezango, Ascension, the Hype Bros, and Heath Slater. And shut up, phone. What is this? Oh, something stupid. Hopefully my phone won't ring again. If it does, then I'm gonna have to mute it. Anyways, so Slater and Rhino came in the match, even though Rhino walked out on him last week. I thought they broke up, but apparently he just walked out on him. So I don't know. Yeah, blah blah. And then basically, as soon as the match starts, Simon Gotch got eliminated, and then basically a ton of people got eliminated, and then it came down to Tyler Connor, Ryder, Jason Jordan, and Simon Gotch. Simon Gotch got eliminated. Involved Villains were the first team, and then Jason Jordan got eliminated by Connor. And then it came down Tyler, Connor, Ryder, and Slater. Tyler, Breeze, and Connor just start beating up both of them. Heath Slater comes back with the punches and the neck breaker, but then Connor takes out Heath Slater. And then they have Zack Ryder in the corner, and they said they're gonna go beat him up. What? Oh. When I say Connor takes out Slater, I mean like he eliminated him. So it's down to Tyler Breeze, Connor, and Zack Ryder. And then they're going to go to Zack Ryder. And then Tyler Breeze tries to take out Connor. And then Connor takes out Tyler Breeze. And Zack Ryder, Connor's about to take him out. And then he does a head scissors to Connor. And then the Hypers win. And they are the #1 contenders for the tag team titles. However, Zack Ryder suffered a knee injury, is going to need knee surgery, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out. Probably will be another tag team thing or something, or maybe Mojo Rawley will team with like Heath Slater or Rhino or something, but something tells me there's going to be another tag team #1 contendership. They put a vignette up. John Cena is to return in 2 weeks, so he will turn on SmackDown Live the 27th, which is the last SmackDown of the year. And also there was a #1 contendership, and the person that won that, which you can see right now, is Dolph Ziggler. He will face what's his face for the title on that date. And I think Alexa Bliss is also facing Becky Lynch for the title that day, I think, but all I can confirm is the tag is, and then John Cena will be there, so he's probably going to have a match. So December 27th. Oh no, that's when he fights James Ellsworth or something, I don't know. But there's a world title match. Anyways, Alexa Bliss comes out, she's going to fight a local competitor, and I think she looks pretty good with the belt because she's got like all the blue and stuff. Not that Becky Lynch didn't, but it's kind of like, I don't know. She takes the mic from that one announcer dude, and then she's just like trashing the local. She calls her Jane Ellsworth. That was pretty funny. And then she just beats her up, and then Becky Lynch comes out, asks for the rematch, and then Alexa Bliss like starts walking away, and then Shane said, "You are gonna have to face her." And so that match is going on. Becky Lynch takes Alexa Bliss out, and then they're just brawling outside the ring, and then Becky goes back in, and Alexa Bliss is like holding her knee, and she's like walks out, loses the count out, but then Becky brings her back into the ring, and Becky just beat up Alexa Bliss. Yeah. So our main event, Fatal 4-Way #1 contendership. I know I already said, but who won? But it's Ambrose, Miz, Harper, and Ziggler. Harper basically dominate the freaking whole thing. And then Shane says if there's any interference, so like if Maurice interferes to help the Miz, then the Miz will be eliminated. However, none of that happened tonight. But I am glad Harper is in this match. I didn't know if he would just like come out with the Wyatt family just with the titles each time. I don't know why they're doing that, but basically Maurice didn't do anything. Shit. Basically, something happened, and Ambrose rolled up the Miz, and the Miz is eliminated. Ambrose and Ziggler are brawling. They do the double crossbody thing, and then Harper comes over, but then Dirty Deeds still to Harper, and he's eliminated. And then Miz comes back out. Ambrose throws Dolph into the post. Well, Dolph super kicked the Miz, and then Ambrose threw him into the post. The Miz grabs Ambrose's foot, makes sure he can't get back into the ring for now, and then he gets back in, and then Dolph Ziggler super kicks him, and he is the #1. Sorry, I thought I felt something, but Dolph Ziggler is the #1 contender. So a lot of people have mixed feelings on this, but I think Dolph Ziggler versus AJ Styles could be pretty good. Next, 205 Live. I didn't really get to watch these matches, so I'm basically just going to say what happened. So, Lindsay Dorado versus Ali. I don't know who that is. I think he's new or something. I have no idea. Anyways, Dorado, he's on the apron, does a springboard moonsault, and then it's a double count out. Gallagher versus Gulak. Gallagher won. And no Daivari, so I'm not sure what's going to go on between them then. Perkins versus Swan. Swan taps out to the knee bar, and then Kendrick comes out, and Perkins super kicks Kendrick. So, and that's the one thing, I will talk about this right now, but that's why I think Swan's going to win, because both Kendrick and Perkins have had the quote-unquote momentum, but usually that means they're going to lose. Yep, that's usually how it works. Alright, so let's get into Tribute to the Troops, and right after that I will give my predictions, and then we will close out. Not sure how many times I've said this, but let me just reassure, it's Roadblock, not Battleground. Sorry. Anyways, Tribute to the Troops show opens, and Roman comes out, and he's basically just thanking the troops he's using the USA to get cheers. So Cacao comes out, and then Rusev comes out, and they're basically just talking about their countries. Kevin Owens is like, Canada's better, and then Rusev comes out, and he's like, Bulgaria's better. And they go up to beat up Roman, and then Big Cass comes out, and then Mick Foley comes out and makes a match for Roman and Cass versus Rusev and KO. Tag team, the Raw Tag Titles #1 contendership, Gold Truth, Cesaro, Gallows and Anderson, and the Shining Stars. Gallows and Anderson freaking destroy the match. They beat up I don't know, and someone, and then Goldust, and then Sheamus gets a tag in. But then like Truth tagged in and Epico tagged in, I don't know, something, and Truth just like beats up Epico, and then Cesaro gets a tag in, takes over, and Cesaro's like going on a roll, but then Primo comes in, distracts him for a second, but then he gets back in the corner, Sheamus tags in, Brogue Kick, and the Cesaro are #1 contenders for the tag team titles. They will face them at Roadblock this Sunday. American Alpha and Dolph Ziggler versus the Wyatt family, and when the theme song is coming out, it's the beginning of the Burn in My Light thing. It's like the boo like thing or whatever, like the buzzing, and I was like, oh my god, are they actually gonna do a Burn in My Light? And then the Wyatt theme song starts playing, so that was kind of a letdown, but it's alright. Harper and Jordan start off the match, and Jordan goes off pretty well. It goes to commercial, comes back, and the Wyatts are in control. Jason Jordan is able to get to the corner. Dolph Ziggler tags in, and he goes on a little roll, but then Bray Wyatt distracts Dolph Ziggler, and then Luke Harper dominates, and then Ziggler like does like that thing where he tries to go for the satellite DDT or whatever, and makes a tag, or I think he does he uses satellite T, and he gets attacked to Ziggler. And then Chad Gable and Bray Wyatt are battling, and all men like go in and do their things. So it was like Jason Jordan got in, and then he got a discus clothesline, and then Dolph Ziggler's super kick, and then Randy Orton scoop slam or something, I don't know, power slam. They basically got in, but then Chad Gable still had Bray Wyatt down. He goes for the crossbody, and Bray Wyatt grabs him, hits him with a Uranagi, and that was pretty cool. And then Bray Wyatt has him. Basically, all men are down. He tags in Randy Orton, and he does the Sister Abigail into the RKO, and the Wyatts win. Oh my god, my throat is like, I don't know. Okay, I think I'm better. Brooke versus Bayley. This was a short match. Basically went on for a little bit, and then Bayley hit Brooke with the Bayley to belly, and it was over. Basically how most of Bayley's matches ends. But it's good that she's actually winning. You know, NXT stars that are winning, but some are. I just need to take like 1 minute to just go. And then it was Rich Swann, Gallagher and Perkins taking on Kendrick, Gulak, and Nice. They were battling. Perkins sends Kendrick out of the ring. Basically everybody does like suicide dives and stuff, and then and everybody's out there, and Jack Gallagher goes over and he's like going for the dive, and then he stops, goes for the ropes, and does a double axe handle, kind of like Kevin Owens did. So that was pretty funny. They beat the crap out of TJ Perkins. Swan gets the tag in. All men get in and do like their moves on each other while they aren't looking. It's Gulak and Swan. He does that spinning enziguri, or I don't think it's an enziguri, but that spinning kick, as Michael Cole loves to say, spinning kick, and then they win. Yeah, I'm not sure how weird that voice sounded. Hopefully not that bad. Anyways, sorry for hitting my microphone. That probably is annoying. There's a backstage segment. It's the New Day, the Club, and the Shield. New Day and the Club are arguing about which team is better, and then the Shield comes over and Roman says, "You hear these people? They think they're the best." And then Dean Ambrose just goes, "Nah," and then they just leave. So that's pretty cool. They're hinting at it. They're hinting. Everybody thinks it's gonna happen, but sooner or later one day Vince is gonna be like, "The Shield cannot get back together," and then it's gonna die. Something like that. Oh, sorry. And then the main event, Roman and Cass versus Rusev and KO. I almost said Roman. Roman takes out Rusev. He's basically just like freaking destroying everyone because he needs to be a beast for Vince McMahon. And then goes to commercial, come back, and then they got Roman in the corner, makes a tag to Cass takes out KO. Like, they went outside the ring, and KO and Rusev were gonna do like something. And then Cass comes over and freaking slaps Kevin Owens. But KO and Rusev come back. Roman gets attacked to Cass. He takes out both of them, but then Lana throws Enzo into the stairs. Rusev then takes advantage of that. There's a kick thing. Just like the. And Kevin Owens says frog splash. And he kicks out, and then Cass hits a big boot later. He tags in Roman. KO tags Rusev, and then they do like the switcheroo thing, and then Roman spears him. And they win. Anyways, that's it for all the shows, so let's get right into the Roadblock predictions. This is, as of right now, there is the Cass versus Rusev, Rollins, Jericho, Zayn, Braun, Swan, Perkins, Banks, Charlotte, Owens, Reigns, and Cesaro versus New Day. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 matches, 1 pre-show. So if there is an extra that gets added, it'll probably be for like the cruiserweight thing. So I'm basically just gonna pick the faces. It'll be like 3 cruiserweights versus 3 cruiserweights. So it'll be the team face. Anyways, so first on the pre-show is going to be Big Cass versus Rusev, and I'm picking Big Cass to win. Enzo will do something to interfere, or I don't know. Rollins versus Chris Jericho, and I think Rollins is finally going to get vindication over Chris Jericho, and then either Triple H will come out there, or he'll screw him at the Royal Rumble. But basically, they're just trying to set up Rollins versus Triple H. I don't know when he's going to, when it's going to end. Zayn versus Braun Strowman. It's a 10-minute thing, so I'm not sure if it means Sami Zayn does win if he survives the 10 minutes. If it does, then I'm picking Sami Zayn. If not, then I'm picking the tie. Basically, I'm just saying it's going to go to 10 minutes, and that's it. I'm not sure if that means Sami Zayn wins, but, yeah. Anyways, next, Swan, Perkins, Kendrick. I'm picking Rich Swan. He just got the title. He's doing pretty well for himself. Banks versus Charlotte. I know they said no rematch clause, which makes me think, oh, it's going to be Charlotte then, but I think it's going to be Sasha Banks. Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns held up the double titles, both Raw and Tribute to the Troops, which just makes me think, oh, it's going to be Kevin Owens. Plus, I don't think they're going to have him drop the title. There's nothing for Roman Reigns to lose, which means basically all fingers point to Kevin Owens retaining. And then the match that was announced Wednesday, Cesaro versus the New Day for the tag team titles. And I think New Day have broken the streak. They need to spit out the titles as soon as possible, and I think that will happen at Roadblock. So that's going to do it for this week. Days December 12th to the 14th, and then the 18th for the pay-per-view. So if you guys did enjoy, remember to leave a like and a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on notifications and you'll receive one every time I post a video, so you can stay up with the content. And that will do it for today, so don't forget to keep on rocking. Peace out, and I will see you guys in the next one.